Okay, well, apologies there. It looked like we went down for a short while, I believe. We were talking earlier about the internet connection being the best one we've had for a live stream game, and then it goes and lets us down. So there we go.
And we just started talking some sense as well, mate, hadn't
Well,
we?
one of us had, yeah. So
Still hope for you yet, don't worry.
yeah, absolutely. Well, I've been, all these years of talking rubbish. Why start now? That's my opinion. So, 17-6. Vipers get the ball first. This is what it's all about. Final football, second half.
That's a good low tackle in the end there on the big running back.
So, any noticeable changes you can see? I think it's the same personnel still on for the Giants. Similar personnel, I think, for Vipers. So, more of the same.
It's a good handoff there, but the defensive line of the Giants doing well.
Oh, the entire Giants defence there were on him.
Leading the way there, number 22, Matt Knox, who's a cornerback, second year with the academy, converted from rugby, where he plays scrum half. So he'll be used to the tackling aspect of the game.
At scrum half. Yeah, okay.
You hope so. Oh, and the quarterback should have been sacked there, but he's avoided it. That was number 11, Luke Stapleton. He's gone for the big hit there on the quarterback and he's missed it.
So that's fourth down.
Yeah. Looks about 4th and 5 maybe. So it goes back to it's a crucial down here. The Giants need to make their tackles.
Well, it's been the story of the game, really, hasn't it?
It's a handoff to the
He's got
running
him.
back.
He's
And there we go.
it.
So a good opening drive from the Giants defense there.
Well, that's what they needed to do. It's a good start. They now need to score fairly early on, I would say.
So they've got 11-point deficit to overcome here.
Well, it's 2 scores. It's not, it's not out of the game. We've seen in the last game, third place playoff, we saw Ipswich come back from 2 scores down fairly quickly and then went on to score plenty more. Is this Wildcat that they're referring to with 89 at quarterback? Yeah, it looks like it is.
So they hand the ball off to Taylor. He goes up the middle. And he's lost the ball.
When it's not your day, it's
He's
not
fumbled
your
it.
day. So Vipers recover.
And the Vipers recover the ball.
Chance to kill the game here.
It's unfortunate there for number 2, Taylor Walton. He's made a few yards there. Unfortunately, couldn't keep a hold of it.
But what's, chapter 1, page 1 in the coaching manual? Secure the ball.
I didn't know you got that far.
No, I'm still on I'm on page 2 now. I remembered the first page. Northeast sideline shouting about something, not quite sure what it was. Weren't happy about something before that play started.
So that brings up second down. It was an incomplete pass there from the Vipers. So they've got less than 10 seconds here. They might have to take a timeout. Get the snap off just in time. The quarterback, misdirection. So it was number 77 there who was responsible for the quarterback. That's Daniel Emery. He's a rookie offensive lineman heading off to Lincoln Uni in September. Again, it's just another way of they're not breaking down for tackles, really.
No. I think the Vipers quarterback is very similar in that to Taylor Walton, in that he can run and he can pass.
There
and
we go.
Again, we're seeing it here. Very accomplished, isn't he? Yes, 24-6.
So the Giants came out in their Wildcat offense last drive to try and change it. Looked to have been a decent impact. Just unfortunately they couldn't keep a hold of the ball. So Taylor Walton's come out of the game here. Number 19
Tom Alsop
is in at QB. Hands it off to number 89. Breaks one tackle. It can't quite break the second tackle. That is a great tackle there by number 11.
That's Harley Gray for the Vipers. Another rookie. Same.
Another fumble. Looks like the Giants have recovered this one though.
Same play.
Brings up third down here for the Giants. '19 keeps it. Good tackle by number 7 there from the Vipers.
It's Daniel Davis. He's been a stalwart of this defense all year. I don't know what the official stats are, but it seems to be getting even warmer. It's now the height of the afternoon.
So the quarterback decides to keep it, rolls out right. There's a flag in the backfield. I know there was some calls for holding there. I'm not sure if that is what it's going to be.
The guy in the crowd
yeah,
in front of us called that one.
Yeah, it's holding on number 2. The Giants. So we're just over 12 minutes left in the game. Vipers come out on an offensive drive.
We're starting to get to the point where North East need to do something.
Yeah, they need to swing the momentum somehow.
Somebody needs to come up with something magical.
It's the running back with it. Oh. And there's a helmet down.
Come off there.
That's more like it from the Giants. That's how they should have started the game.
Yeah, they certainly meant that one, didn't they?
So he has to go off the field because his helmet's come off.
So it's still showing us first down. It's got to be second down. Yeah, they've changed it now to second down.
Another handoff to the running back. He's got outside. He's pushed out of bounds about 5 yards short of the half. There's been some good explosive running from the Vipers in this game.
Yeah, they certainly seem to be working as a team. There's no one particular guy that stands out above anybody else, but you know, as a unit, they certainly seem to be successful. So third and about 5 left.
Another handoff to the running back. And he's going to
Again,
make it over halfway.
That's poor tackling again.
So that's a first down.
We've got 10 minutes left. Score is 23 to 6. I think we may have incorrectly called it earlier. It's 24, but there we are. 23 it is. That's going to.
So if you look at the initial tackle point there, he's gained at least 10 yards from the initial tackle spot.
It's pretty much been the story of the day, though, hasn't it, really? Okay, we're pretty sure we think that it's 24 because it was 17 and they got a touchdown and an extra point. So 24 to 6.
So it's second down here for Vipers. He's going to throw it. Oh, number 28, Elliot Cowie, linebacker in his second year. Converted from rugby league and is apparently going to Northumbria University this year. With a chance of an interception there. How costly is that going to prove for the Giants? We're on third down. Hand off to the running back. And it's good tackling in the end. That was number 22 with the initial tackle, Matt Knox. That scrum half with his tackling ability we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, he's had a decent game actually. He's not been on the field much, but when he's been on, he's put it about. Brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So really need a hold here. The
needs
Giants.
to be a big stop from the Giants. So again, need to hurry up the offense. Play clock's running down. QB's again rolled out, and he comes back inside, and he's short. It's a good stop in the end by the Giants. Let's see if the offense can come out firing here.
So we got 7 minutes 10 seconds left in the game.
Loads of time.
Score is 24-6. We've shot the scoreboard, lad.
Sacked.
Only kidding. Only kidding. He's doing a cracking job.
So that's a false start on number 19 for the Giants. So it looks like we've had a rejig on the offensive line for the Giants. Ollie Robinson, number 55, in at snapping. Number 65 is in at left guard. So Taylor's going to take off to the right. He's one-on-one, and he breaks one tackle, breaks a second, and he's gone all the way. That's 6 for the Giants. Just when you needed an answer, Taylor Walton provides one. He goes the length of the field.
That makes a difference. That's certainly woke the game up. So it's 24-12. Still 2 scores, even with 2 points.
Shame we can't roll an onside kick out.
It isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
And that's incomplete.
So 24-12. Vipers will get the ball back.
So this next drive is crucial here for the Giants and for the Vipers. The Vipers offense are going to have to come out and chew some time off the clock.
Yeah, I think the clock's probably more important now than scoring again. Although points always help. Giants just need to get the ball back quickly.
And the quarterback's been taken down. He's gained a couple of yards there. Yeah, I think if the Vipers score one more time, I think it puts the game to bed.
Yeah.
But if the Giants can come away with the stop here, it'll make it real interesting.
Well, what about a pick?
Even better.
That would make it even more interesting.
It's always a possibility when you've got someone like Taylor Walton in the backfield playing at safety. So it's hand off to the running back. And he's going to make some yards. He goes out of bounds, about 10 yards short of halfway. So it's another good run by number 89 for the Vipers. So this is key here. The Vipers
Frank Siangala. You're just trying to make me say that name again, aren't you?
The Vipers are rotating people, keeping them fresh, which I think isn't a bad plan. Which is what you can do when your squad's size is decent. So we're on 3rd down. Looks like a false start there, but he's got away with it. And has he made it? I think it's a first down. It's given as a first down.
That was scrappy, wasn't it? Scrappiest play of the game, but it's probably
most effective.
The most effective in that it's taking time off the clock, giving them another 4 downs.
Good block by the offensive lineman there. And again, it's the hustle after the initial contact that seems to be putting the Vipers on top in this clash. Some fatigue starting to creep in now. You can see in these Giants players.
Yeah, it's bound to, isn't it? It's been a long day. It's been a hot day.
It's been a long journey down here.
Yeah. Nice bus, though. I fed you the perfect marketing opportunity there, Howard. And you didn't take it. There we go. Oh, that looks like delay.
Seems to be getting the hang of this, Mick.
Who, you or me?
No, you.
In what? In what sense?
Learning the rules.
Yeah, well, you know. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and this just goes to prove it, doesn't it? I've got through 35 years of watching this game without knowing the rules. Why should I suddenly want to try?
Makes it more interesting if you don't.
Yeah. Blind ignorance.
So quarterback's going to take off to the right. And again, the tackle. Oh, it's a big hit. But they're just not wrapping up in the tackles, the Giants.
No, again, it's the 3rd man that got him rather than the 1st. So 3rd down.
Quarterback's looking to throw. Then he takes off. It's a race between him and 22. And he doesn't manage to get the tackle. And it's a good decision by the quarterback. Number 10.
That's Cy Roach.
And that brings up the 2-minute warning.
And I think that pretty much wraps up the game.
So it looks like the Giants are going to come up short here, bar something spectacular happening.
I like your optimism.
I mean, this Vipers offense have been pretty pretty hot today.
Been pretty dominant, haven't they?
And the quarterback again gets a chance to throw it. He should have been sacked earlier.
To all intents and purposes, he should have been sacked then, and he just gets away, doesn't he?
I think that sums the game up.
Yeah. Okay, so again, it comes to MVP time, Howard. We always allow the commentators the privilege of choosing it.
Well, I think there's still 2 minutes left in this game, so I think we'll see what happens in this next drive.
Who should be considered, do you think? Who's out there? I would nominate Cy Roach, the
quarterback. The quarterback for the Vipers has been has been very good today. I think they're running back.
What number was he?
And here we go. Gets out of bounds. Is it number 85? No, is it 89? Number 89?
Yeah. Frank
he's
Shiangala.
He's had an excellent game. They've had to worry about his running
played,
all day long.
He's played defence as well, hasn't he?
Here we go. Taylor Walton back in at quarterback. Again, throws it to number 22. They're calling it incomplete. The whistle was blown. So that brings up third down. And he throws it over the middle to number 19. And he's gone. He's gone all the way.
It may be a touch too late. Thomas Alsop.
It's a good throw by Taylor Walton.
That makes the score Black Country Vipers 30. Northeast Academy Giants 18. 1 point to come. Or 1 point attempt to come. With seconds left. No,
it's incomplete.
It's incomplete. So back to MVP. Has it got to be a Vipers player, do you think? Traditionally, the winning team usually gets it. Anybody worthy of a mention? By the look of your face, I'll take that as a no. No, I think
there's been some good team performances. You know, not only in this game, in the semi-final as well.
Yeah.
You know, I think the conditions aren't helping, especially with it being the end of a long day. You know, this isn't quite the spectacle we wanted it to be, although both teams have played really well. I think Taylor Walton has shown some glimpses of outstanding ability.
Yeah, I mean, it's his last game today, so, you know, we'll not be seeing him on the junior circuit anymore. We may see him at...
And I think that answers it for you, Mick.
Yeah.
Number 10, he's handed the ball off to the left-hand side. The running back isn't there. He's gone the wrong way, and he's made something out of absolutely nothing. So I think the game MVP has just answered itself there.
I would agree. Well, it says in my notes here that he's attending the NFL Academy in January. I beg your pardon, in September. So
I think we can see why.
Yeah, we can
he's
certainly
definitely
see
got
where
some
the talent
talent.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bad snap. And again, he makes something out of absolutely nothing. And that's been the difference today.
So literally seconds to go. 37-18. Black Country Vipers over the Northeast Academy. In the dying seconds, 1:05 left. Don't forget, we're at the end of the tail end of the BAFA playoff season. We have still got the finals to go next weekend.
It's a good throw by Taylor to number 19.
4 games in 2 days in London, and then we've got the
That's a timeout call by the Giants.
Div 2 final for the North in sunny Newcastle on Saturday, September the 7th.
I hope it's not as sunny as here.
It's Newcastle, Howard. We don't get the sun like this in Newcastle. We're going to try and get a few people to interview after the game. There may be a small delay in just getting down on the field and getting people up here. If we fail to do that, then we'll just close it down. Hang on for a few minutes after the adverts if you want. We'll try and get certainly somebody from the Vipers and the MVP if possible. If not, we'll see you next time.
Yeah, the Vipers have played extremely well in some tough conditions today, and their offense has executed very well. It's a tough end for the Giants, but I'm sure they'll take some positives from this, and they'll definitely be enjoying some competitive games.
Well, if you look at where they've come from, you know, a couple of years ago they were struggling to win any games.
There's definitely a culture of learning from the mistakes, you know, getting better from every opportunity. And more importantly, the development of the players, which I think is massive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not
everyone can be a winner.
Well, the issue is the Giants have had such a blast on offense all season. You know, how many times have they come up against an opposition of this quality? This is why you have these finals.
Well, I think the answer to that question is never.
You know, no disrespect to the teams,
Yeah.
to the teams around the Giants, but these are the games you want to be playing in.
So the dying seconds now.
Oh, that's incomplete.
So we're getting to the end
So
of
I
the
think there's 4
presentation.
seconds here
End
left
of
in
the
the game.
presentation now. Just a few thank yous. I've got to say that this facility is one of the best I've been to in British football. The pitch is absolutely superb. Great views from the balcony. It's far too hot. That's the only criticism I would have, but I suppose we can't blame the ground staff for that.
And it's good play there. Great bat down by the Vipers. And that brings it to an end.
So they get the traditional dunk-in for the coaches.
And it's been a fantastic end to a hugely successful season for the Vipers.
Be interesting to see how they compare. One assumes they get promoted into Div 1.
Yeah, well, it's a big step up, isn't it? It goes
Yeah.
from 7-on-7 to 9-on-9.
Yeah.
But certainly looking at their squad numbers, they've got the squad to deal with it.
Okay, well, I think we'll take a short break there. We'll see if we can find some people to speak to. We'll be back soon.
traveling this holiday season, you are going to want to get this, guys. Check this out. This is the homing pin. 1%. Now, this seems like a low number to me. 1% of all bags carried by airlines are misplaced. That seems really low. Anyway, yeah, exactly, right. For a family of 5 traveling twice a year means 20% chance of losing your bags.
Now, homing pin provides travelers with baggage loops with tags, key rings, and stickers that have a unique tracking number. Homing pin labels can also be attached to cell phones, laptops, cameras, and passports.
That's right. You can get a 15-piece standard pack for $20 or a 5-piece starter pack for only $10 at homingpin.com. Now, we spoke about this a couple weeks ago with our tech expert, Nika Allen. So if you want to get a recap on that as well, head over to casa.com. But really, really great stuff because it will locate, regardless of where it is, it will locate your bag. So you don't have to rely on the airline saying, well, we don't know where your bag is. You can say, you know what, I'm going to do you one better. Right here, I can tell.
I can tell. Can you imagine though, like flying into the Sunport and be like, my bag is in Miami?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Awesome.
So I'm joined here by Tom, the head coach of the Vipers team. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
How does that feel?
That's a lot of hard work for a long time. We came very close last year against a great Kent Exiles team, and to walk away and know we're champions. It's guys like this, it's the other 20 guys down there, it's all on them. It's nothing to do with me, it's nothing to do with any of the coaches. At the end of the day, these guys ball the backsides out, and it's fantastic.
In terms of preparation, did you do anything differently to come into the final, or did you just want to play your game and see how it went?
No, we wanted. We were convinced, without being arrogant, that if we played our game well, they were going to have a difficult day today. And they were the best team we played all year. They were fantastic, but we kept it simple. We didn't do anything flash, even though they're begging me to go, Coach, put the trick play in. I'm like, no, let's keep it simple. Let's just win the game.
So yeah, I mean the conditions here. We've been trying to tell the people at home, like 29 degrees. I mean, 29 degrees. It's absolutely like impossible to play in.
36 at pitch level. We've got a thermometer. It's 36 degrees at pitch level. As terms of playing football on a day like this, it's horrible. I mean, those kids, fair play.
Yeah, I think looking at your squad size as well, and you did something incredibly sensible. You were rotating people around when you could, and I think that's really key today, wasn't it, to kind of keep the guys fresh and firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, it's not about keeping the guys fresh for us. Yeah, that's the main thing. But actually, every single one of those guys that puts a gold jersey on deserves to play football. So we like to mix it up. We have teams of receivers, teams of running backs coming in. Same with DBs and linebackers. We like to change it up. They deserve to play. So
we're joined here by your quarterback, number 10, Sai. Had an absolutely fantastic final, hasn't he? And you know, there was some players here. We were discussing the game MVP, and then he turned something out of absolutely nothing. He turned to the left to hand the ball off to the running back who wasn't there, and then he ran the rest of it himself. So, how big has he been to this team this season?
Sai's a fantastic asset. Sai, it's a little bit of an emotional story. I found Sai at school 3 years ago. Lovely kid, but he's 1 inch from going off the tracks at all times. And this sport, with those guys down there, has brought him back on the tracks, and he's focused. He's running back. We didn't have a quarterback this year, and he stepped in and said, Coach, I'll do it. And he's held that team together like glue. He's an absolute asset. Every single one of them are, but he's special. This kid's special.
How does that make you feel, hearing those words from your head coach? And yeah, well, congratulations, and fantastic game, and well done, coach. Thanks very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was a little emotional, Howard.
Yeah, I think that's why it shows you how much it means to these guys playing, and to the coaching staff. You know, we see one day and one game, but really it comes down to essentially a year, or in that case, you know, a couple of years hard work. You know, They were saying they'd come so close the year before. They came against a good Kent Exile side. You know, they've built on their you know, performances in the past, and they've learned from their experiences. You know, kind of like what I was saying for the Giants.
So just while we're doing the medal ceremony, I mean, I'd like to add my 2 pence to what we just said there about the emotion in this game. And if you take number 7, you know, he was absolutely bawling his eyes out from the emotion. And you summed it up, Howard, in saying that that's probably every player. Let's just wait till the clapping stops. Every player, every coach, you know, does this week in, week out.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work and effort that goes in behind the scenes.
Yeah, and there's a story behind every player and behind every coach. And you know, if I'm honest, I said to you straight after that part of the reason that any of us do this is exactly that. You know, that you see a kid who's turned his life around through football, and that's what it's all about. We've all got a story. We've all got something that, you know, we turn the wrong corner at some point. And he's turned back through football, and I think it's the reason we all do it, and it should be recognised.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of character building that a team sport like this can have on individuals, and you know, it makes them part of a collective and gives them a sense of belonging in all walks of life. Though, you know, you've got guys here who are from completely different backgrounds to each other, but they're all fighting for the same goal together. Okay,
so we're coming now to the awards for the winners, so I think it's time that you and I shut up and just let the pictures tell the story. Thanks to everybody for today. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Right, we're going to keep side here for the time being. There have been 2 GB coaches here today, and we've asked them to choose the MVP for the Under-19 Division 2 final, and that trophy goes to Cyro. Captains for the Black Country Vipers to come forward, please, and receive the winner's trophy for the BAFA Under-19 Division 2. There you go,
You guys stay there, you're jumping in the next one, yeah? Don't go.